Jessica.
I'm Mayuri.
And we are the co-owners of iStyle EDU. We bring you hands-on technical classes on how to construct
Drapings, fresh florals,
tablescapes.
Yeah.
So anything that you can think of as far as event decor, that's pretty much what we show you. We even do some planning in there as well for the event planner in you. So today's topic for this video is going to be assembling a candelabra. And candelabras are super popular, and they are actually easy to buy online, not cheap, but easy to find. And then when you get them, you have to assemble them.
Well, it's not only when you buy them, it's also when you rent them. You should know how to work with them because it's super important to understand how to fix it if something's wrong with it, but only if you know how to assemble it, then and then you're going to know how to fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about how to pack them. We're going to talk about how to assemble them, and another optional bonus with actually the pieces that I have is right here, is that this looks like you're like, oh, why do you have this flower here? Where's a candelabra? Well, my candelabra sets come with a plate that you can put the fresh florals or artificial right on top, and this would typically go on top of your table the guests are sitting at. So you would take this off. I'm going to go ahead and place this on the floor and start by showing you this actually screws off. Now remember that every piece that comes off is an important piece. Do not throw it anywhere. Keep it in its place. So the next thing, you grab that, and I'll grab this. Okay. So these little guys, you could do that if you want to. Well, even Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, his hands were up, not down. Okay. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So you want to get your candelabra. Actually, let's start this way. Here we go. And see, this part comes up and down. So this is what you guys want to be careful with, because this is what connects the two. Hang on, I'm just gonna have to pull it up a little because for the plate we have to take it down. Actually, let's see. Here we go. I forget sometimes myself because a lot of my staff does it and I don't do it all the time. So cross that up. And then you're going to put this, and can you grab that last bulb? Yep. And then this goes right on top. And then you have your candelabra. And once these arms are in position, if I don't think this is the right position, you can tighten them so they don't move. So you want to make sure before you tighten that, this is an even square, and then go ahead and tighten them. You would typically put LED lights in here. I don't like to put wax, real wax, because when you go to reach it, it's hot, then you'll spill it, then all the crystal gets wax on it. Who's going to sit there and clean it? Not me. So LED lights work the best, and you can add garlands to them. You can do that doesn't go there, but you could try doing that. There is one more trick to my candelabra set. She's just being silly, guys. Ignore her. So there's one more trick to do to this thing, which is, let's see, can you help me? I need to grab it. Yeah, I need to grab the top off. This is the hard, go ahead, you can take that off. There is this piece that comes off, this piece disc by itself, and then here, let me just put it right on top. And this plate can go right back on it. So if you have an option, client says, oh, I like the candelabra, but I want the fresh flowers, but I can't afford the fresh flowers. Then you do a silk rental with the candelabra, where you're going to go ahead and add the plate back on, remove that globe, and then you can work, add, fresh flowers or artificial on it. You can also, I'm gonna take this off so they can see. You can also take this globe off, and you can add the hurricane glass to this. So hurricane glass, you can, remove these, and then the glass goes here, and you can put a candle in here. So if somebody says, oh, I'm not a bling person, but I want my classic gold, you could do that. You could take this out as well. So just understanding all your pieces and renting is super important, or buying for that matter, is super important. As you notice, like I'm holding my hand and then twirling because I don't want this to fall, because if it falls, it's not gonna be round. It will be flat and damaged, and you'll be crying because it's expensive to replace it and repair it both. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure, and I'm gonna finish that candelabra. I'm gonna put it right back on so we don't lose our piece. So grab that for me, and then stick that back on. And come a little closer to us so I can show you how we're going to pack this, because you can't travel certainly like this. I've invested into these containers with wheels. They're there somewhere. It's on the other side. It helps me move. So I pack my walls, and I use fabric or foam. Amazon's my friend, so I get lots of packing stuff and I hold on to it. I fold the arms by loosening it, and I face one this way, and the base goes, where are you? And I have bought rolls of fabric to do this. This is not garbage fabric. I actually use fresh fabric. So I make sure I protect them. Now, you want to make sure that these candelabras, they don't get tangled up like this if they're not put in properly. So you want to put 1, 2, so I put the opposite side, and you want to cover this, and you want to try to put as much as you can protection in between with fabric. And I have another one, so I can fit about 3 in here, and then I will go back in, and then because you don't want it to scratch also as they're rubbing, because that ruins the finish.
You turn it into mercury. I can't even say the word mercury.
Mercury. We're not going for the mercury look here. So I do have that. I have my own system. I'm keeping track of what everything is. So I label everything, label. So I hope you guys enjoyed this assembling and caring for your candelabra video. So thank you.
Visit us, www.istyleedu.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get tons of videos like this with information that could be super helpful to you one day.
Yeah, and we have fun facts and tips on our Instagram. What is it, every 3rd day or something?
We push so much content out there, we can't remember the days.
That's okay, but we planned it. We push it out every single day, so stay tuned. Visit us every day on Instagram, follow our stories, and then if you guys have any suggestions on, if you have a particular topic that you want to learn, be sure to either shoot us an email or
put comments on the
comments on Instagram message, Facebook message. And we'll gladly listen to you, take that into consideration, and make that into a class just for you.
Thank you.